We're live?
Yep.
All right. Guys, it's Thursday night, 7 o'clock-ish.
Hey.
So that
Not bad.
means it's time for Thursday Night Live at the Gun Shop. Brought to you tonight by Raptor. What? What am I drinking?
FAFO.
Oh. See, I hadn't took a swallow yet, so I didn't know. Brought to you tonight by FAFO. If you ask why, well, FAFO. You can fool around and find out. Just drink a couple of cups. Stuff's great. Your wife thinks so too, by the way, back here. I may be talking a little bit off camera tonight because I've got a good friend. We're not even going to call his name. He's a bit camera shy. Do what?
Oh, he is.
No,
not.
oh, I'm not. You can help yourself back here at the stove.
Oh, this
So anyway, I think we got
camera issues.
Camera
Placement.
issues?
It's okay. It's just I can't get it straight. Derek Whitson said, "Here we go."
That's right. Here we go.
Eric Ferguson's here.
Eric,
David Eno.
Dave.
Don Miller. David Brasher.
David.
It's still here.
It's still here.
It is. I told him.
I think I just saw that. That's kind of pretty back there, ain't it?
Facebook.
Write a check for $5,000, you can have it. Just make it payable GOA.
Isn't that gorgeous?
You know, just make the check payable to Gun Owners of America.
I love it.
So anyway, I am not selling guns on Facebook.
Eric wanted to know, did anybody have any problems getting on the page? That's probably you, Eric.
Which Eric?
Ferguson.
Okay.
Grant Singleton said operator. Hey, operator error is probably what he meant.
Yeah.
Brent Calicott, hey folks.
Hey, Brett.
Keith Lynn, hey new guys.
Hey.
And David said cool.
All right. So we got a lot of folks joining in tonight. So we're gonna have a fun show. You said I had a question that had already come in. You know, we should have the questions up, question and answer section up.
It is. I
So,
gotta check real quick.
I think,
So if this messes with the video, I'm sorry.
but I think Steph was telling me a little while ago we already had some questions popping in, and
I can chat with you guys another day.
you gone?
I'm going.
Where are you going?
Good.
Where are you going? See you later.
You guys.
Bye-bye. David Brasher wanted to know how you can add items to an existing trust.
If you're talking about like suppressors,
Yes.
NFA items to an NFA type trust, it's with us. It's real simple. We upload a copy of that trust to Silencer Shop, create it. Then the trust has its account. The trust becomes the entity that buys
That all the
the stuff,
NFA stuff goes
and
into.
it all just goes into the trust. And that's easy.
Yep.
Did you find the question?
That was it.
Oh, okay.
Got Leah joining us.
Hey, Leah. Bubs, how are you doing, son? I know you're out there. Grinning. That baby got more teeth. I swear. Whew. You got a mouthful. It's been kind of a fun day today. I've kind of got to play Grandpa most of the day. So we've had Kai and Bubs here.
Yes, we did.
Always makes a good day for us. So anyway, any questions right
Not
quick before
yet.
we get started? All right. Should have wasted enough time now. We got some people logged in.
15.
Okay. We found out something last night. One more funny thing. I found something out last night. Stephanie informed me that we have been monetized on some of our posts,
Some of it. Some of them.
and that they were wanting to know where to send our huge earnings check. And I went, really? And she's like, yeah, it's $14.98. Well, okay, not complaining.
No.
But if you guys would help me out, like love, or whatever you got to do to engage with the post like 500 or 600 times,
500 or 600 times.
and maybe we can get the other 2 cents and make it an even $15.
Oh my goodness.
I told you I was going to tell that joke tonight.
You did. You did.
Yeah, well, I thought that was kind of funny. So anyhow,
Do you have a 350 suppressor in stock?
something that would suppress a 35 caliber, absolutely. You'd want to go to a 36.
Mm-hmm.
You'd want to go to a 36 caliber suppressor, but yes, from where I'm sitting, I could see like I noticed some rugged.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we should be getting those D3s just any time.
Yeah,
Should be getting real close because I think I ordered most of those in 36 caliber.
I believe you did.
D3 Defense. I ordered most of that in 36 caliber.
We got a lot of.
We do, and these are starting to run out everywhere. We do have a few 46 calibers.
Yeah, we've got
And that
six
is,
46 caliber cans, and that's it.
46 is always the first caliber that sells out. Well, and just touching on that right now,
Zach Moore says subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe. Whatever works. Comment, share, all that good stuff.
put silly stuff in there. If you're watching on YouTube, what is it? Ring the bell,
Yep.
or like, subscribe, share, comment.
And if you got something, that you don't like, you can even comment that. Because guess what? That counts as well.
And if it's, we do this show for you guys, not for us. So if it's something you don't like, tell us and let's do something you do like.
David said the Hybrid 46 is awesome.
The Hybrid 46 or the Dead Air Primal are 2 awesome cans. They're quiet, they're versatile. Really like both. But yes, we do have 36 caliber cans in stock.
A lot of 30 caliber cans.
We got a good selection of 30 caliber cans right now. We got the one last batch of energetic Peak 30s
We got 4.
with the free tax stamp.
Yep.
I think we have 4 of those left.
Those are 30 caliber cans.
Yep. And it's a good can. It's a very nice can.
You know what? Zach said he don't like the magic dwarf behind the camera. She's mean. Felipe says no Mexicans allowed. But you know what? Yes, you are. Mexicans.
Look, I was trying to get that poor Mexican bricklayer to be on the show with me tonight because he was the guy in the background.
Uh-huh.
And he ran out the side door.
I think his dinner was done, so he was heading home to eat some dinner. And Felipe's dad, Moy,
Hey, boy.
said hello earlier.
Oh, glad to have you, brother. Always glad to have you. Glad to see you the other day. It was nice seeing you in the shop.
Always nice seeing you.
Give our regards to Daphne.
Mr. Wright, who's never wrong.
That's correct.
We got Zach and his dad. Dennis. Zach and Dennis Manis.
All right.
Zach Moore said, see how excited we are over the new Shield C. So how excited are we over the new Shield C?
Talking about the Shield X?
That's what yeah, he said X, I mean.
You know, I'm a hell of a lot more excited about this than I am a SIG P320.
Whew.
No, that was a bad joke.
That,
I was looking at some pictures and all and some other stuff, and I think somebody showed me one of those guns, and I didn't realize what they were trying to show me at the time. Because, well, we were at Chattanooga, they walked up, kept trying to press this Smith into my hand, and whatever. I'm kind of excited to see that gun. I like a lot of the stuff Smith's doing now.
Smith's got some nice
You know,
stuff.
I wish they would do a little better on the revolver side. You know, it's kind of dropped off. You know, you guys need to kind of up that game a little. But what they're doing on the semi-automatic side or with the lever action rifle, what?
Zach Moore said, my 320 Shake Awake feature works flawlessly.
Yeah, you shake it enough, it'll damn sure wake you up.
Oh, yeah.
Or put you to sleep. That's a bad joke. We
And
shouldn't be.
that was even worse.
Yeah, especially after the tragedy with the young man in the Air Force. I shouldn't have told that joke. And I kind of lost my place.
It's okay.
The
Grant did say truth. He said that wasn't a joke.
Well, I mean,
it is the truth.
it is the truth, but don't need to be. You know, we need to respect the young airmen. You know, that at least give some respect and condolence and to that young man. That's all I'm thinking. I have absolutely lost all respect for SIG at this point. Just the way, and it's not that accidents happen. That's bothersome. That's bad. It's the way SIG's reacted. It's the things they're doing. It's everybody's in the world's fault but theirs. And then they're suing people, you know, because they don't want to keep their guns. They're banning their guns, getting rid of their guns. So they're going to sue them.
I can't blame them.
Just, you know, what SIG's doing is an absolute disaster, absolute disaster.
Zach said, we're not joking at the young man. We're joking at a company
I know,
that refuses to do anything about their situation they've caused.
But I guess that was my way of wanting to take a second to acknowledge the young man and
all the
his
other
family.
people who have been injured.
And SIG basically going, oh, it's their fault. You know, I don't see how we could, in my opinion, every contract SIG's got in the United States should be yanked. And guys, understand, this ain't the same SIG we were used to in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s.
Nope.
This is a company that was formed. They said, oh, we're shutting down European operations at one point, moving everything to America so they could get these contracts. But now you still got SIG Sweden and
Yes, there's
SIG
3 companies.
Germany.
Yes. And where the issues are falling are with the ones
In
that
the
are in
US.
the U.S.
So, you know, basically they left the good stuff in Europe, brought their shitty stuff over here and give it to our, and
Give it to our
with
military.
with the help of the politicians and probably people getting ready to retire, wanting a big contract, wanting big checks when they retired.
Grant said blame someone else, which is exactly what they're doing.
So, you know, the shit guns all got shipped over here, And let me tell you something, that rifle thing that they got, that, 6.8 by 51 spear, or whatever they're calling it, is a disaster in the making It's just not being talked about. People keep it quiet. They don't want that out there. But that is going to be its own huge debacle. And anybody with half a brain knows that SIG's not telling the truth when they're giving their barrel life estimates with this 77,000 psi ammo. I mean, you don't have to be a ballistatician or metallurgist to understand that what they're saying is bullshit.
Don't we have better things to talk about?
Yeah, I got
Giving
off on
them
that.
any more.
So, let me try to take just a second, get back off that track and to something else. There's enough people ranting about SIG. We don't need to be, I guess.
Eric said XM7, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so.
John Ketchum said yes, it's POS.
That, and you got a cartridge that's totally pointless. Totally pointless. There's no need. It accomplishes absolutely nothing.
Zach, who is a Glock fanboy. Yes, you are, and you would self-admit it. He said, can we talk about how Glock should have won the contract?
I love the ad that Glock put out just the other day.
Oh, goodness.
It was wonderful. It was classy. There was nothing but a picture of a single G19 laying on a table. What was the heading? Rugged, reliable, and safe.
Yeah.
That was it.
It was kind of like one of these, without doing
With
it in
class.
a class. Yes.
It was throwing the bird with class.
Yes.
Or that, when you read the bulletin that came out from Homeland Security and ICE, and it's the only time anybody knows of it ever happening where they literally laid out in the bulletin, do not use this gun, get a Glock 19. And that document's out there, guys. You find it, read it for yourself. Even as bad as SIG's trying to say it doesn't exist, it's in the public space, and it's, you can even find it, I think, at Customs and Border Patrol and website, if I'm not mistaken.
Nathan Smith, he said, changing topic.
Thank you.
Heard or got any of the new 20 gauge Benelli over and under? Been reading some good things. Typical, I use the classic 2 haulers.
Got an 828 in a 20.
And that absolutely gorgeous gun back there. There's two. There was two.
Yeah,
of
there
them.
was a 12 and a 20 come in. We sold one of them today.
Yes.
And honestly, I don't remember if it was the 12 or the 20. But they are gorgeous.
They are beautiful guns.
Have I got to shoot one? No. I'm so far behind on my shooting, it's should be unmentionable.
Zach said, I mean, how long has Glock been in the hands of law enforcement with hardly any NDs?
Well, technically, if you want to get to it, since about 1978. Not necessarily the United States, but if we take in, I think that's right, Austria.
Grant said that's what happened at the Coldplay concert. He dropped the camera.
Oh.
Ooh. Grant needs to come up here and do the show with you one night.
Anyway, have we got any questions other than SIG P320?
Not yet. Everybody can see this really gorgeous gun you have laying next to you today.
Kind of cool, ain't it?
It is so pretty.
It's really kind of cool,
And
ain't
honestly, the pictures I put up do not do it justice.
Well, what have we got here? We got a Winchester Model 70 Super Grade in curly maple, deep blue finish, jeweled bolt, chambered in the ever most lovingly popular 308.
The Lord's caliber. That's what I've been told.
22-inch barrel. Beautiful, beautiful gun. So get that come in today.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Go see the other side. You know,
Somebody needs to come take it home with them.
fine piece of gunmaker's art. So, I mean, you don't find many super grades right now, and I've been trying for 3 or 4 years to get some the nicer curly maple guns, and it's been a fight, and finally got a hold of this one.
John Miller said nice. John Ketchum said sweet, tried and tested.
That is a fact. It is tried and true. Where was I going here?
I don't know, but I love some of the wood guns in here. Some of them are just absolutely gorgeous. I wish I could just take them all home with me.
Oh yeah, coming up next week is Goals. You guys going up to Knoxville. Going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing event. Be the second year. And I know it's up over 200 companies doing exhibition displays and vendors. Some great events, speakers.
So many speakers.
Radio or I guess the internet, podcast.
I've shared a lot of the ones that are going to be there, and a lot of the companies that are going to be
guys
there.
making the videos and just tons and tons and tons of I guess celebrity type appearances.
Ricky Hazelrick said I couldn't work in a gun shop. Would want them all. We do.
You always did. You always did. So you guys that are out and about, you get up to Knoxville next weekend.
If you're a GOA member, you get in for free.
It's going to be an amazing event. And hope a lot of you guys get to go and enjoy it. And,
I hope so as well.
Be a part of it. Then we got the 1st of September. TFA's 30th anniversary, which that'll be in outside Nashville,
Clarksville.
Wilson County.
Grant said we have all the guns. Said you have all the guns.
It's the Wilson County Fairgrounds.
Yes, it is. And I can't think for the name.
It's just went on hiatus, I guess.
Yes, both of us.
But
you know what? I'm going to look it up.
It's not Franklin. It's not.
It's not Clarksville. It starts with a C. Does it not?
I don't remember. I mean, I'm totally just out of it at this point. I'm gone. I'm not mentally here, I don't think. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the 6th of September while Stephanie's using the Google machine. The 30th anniversary for TFA. It's also where, let's face it, it's one of the main fundraisers for the year. It takes a lot of money to keep the fight up and keep things going the way we want them to go, and trying to get the changes made that need to be made. And it's an ongoing fight. It's an ongoing fight, and it's always more money, always more money. And if everybody does a little bit, it makes it doable.
Lebanon.
Lebanon,
Goodness. Farm Bureau Expo Center.
yeah. Farm Bureau Expo Center in Lebanon
Yes. At the Wilson County Fairgrounds.
at the Wilson County Fairgrounds. So,
While I was looking, Zach said, show us your favorite guns y'all have for sale in the shop at the current moment. It didn't start with a C. I was wrong, Grant. I admitted it. You can put that on the calendar.
favorite guns we've got in the store for sale right now.
I would say one of my favorite ones is that one sitting right up top there. One that was made here at the shop. I absolutely love the Wooks furniture on that one. It's gorgeous.
Can they see it?
Not really. Yeah, it's Chicago, Grant. Do we have any left-handed bolt action rifles in any caliber? Yes, we
Yes.
do.
We also build our custom guns in left hand.
That is correct.
We have left hand actions in stock.
Yeah,
so
look how pretty this is.
Yeah, this is a neat gun. Took the Wooks Vigilante furniture, teamed it with cross machining tool upper and lower, Craddock precision barrel, Chip McCormick trigger system. This one's got Radiant internals, I think.
I believe so.
With the
Nathan Smith said, can I get a heck yeah for 80 degrees tomorrow?
oh yeah,
Yes. I'll even give you a hell yeah.
I think people are jumping in trying to save me tonight.
Hey, it's okay.
So yeah, we've got the American Classic charging handle, and the gun's chambered in 300 blackout, 5/8 24 threads. Really, really nice. I mean, there's pretty much everything in here is top shelf. It's nothing, no.
Grant said lefties can't shoot.
No, yeah, they can.
He's being funny.
We even
And
got-
Eric said, oh, yes, we can.
We
Talk
e-
to Lance. He's a lefty.
we even build left-hand ARs.
We do. We love our lefties around here. What's your favorite gun that's kind of we got around here right now?
Probably an 1885 Smith over there.
Which one?
It's
That's what. Yeah, he said so. Zach said so. The Magic Elf's favorite gun. Tom, let's hear what yours is now. He said he'll be shocked if it's not on the back wall. It is not on the back wall. It is in the case on the wall. So yeah. And Ricky said, "Oh yes, we can. Lefties can shoot." You love your revolvers. Those are Tom's favorites.
Smith & Wesson number 3 first model. This gun's made about 1885.
1886.
That's correct. That's
That
incorrect.
is incorrect. We need to change that.
It's chambered in 44 Russian. The barrel is still good in this gun, really nice.
It's Seriously?
Yep, locks up. We're actually going to do, as soon as we get to the range to start doing the shooting videos, we're going to actually do some video shooting this gun.
Kenny said can't beat a Smith.
So,
And Eric said God made a few of the best, and the rest of y'all are right-handers. Sorry.
with this gun, the window and the cylinder are a little shorter than the later ones. So it was just, I don't know, I love that gun. And then over here, we have what was called the 3844 Outdoorsman. 38 special, built on the end frame. This one happens to be a 5-inch barrel with the double locking system. Of course, the gun was pre-57, no model numbers. Man, you shoot these things for frickin' ever. The thing you gotta be careful of with these is back in the day, people would take a reamer and try to ream chambers out for 357, which goes plenty strong enough to handle it. It's not a problem with the gun being strong enough to handle it.
If
but
they
it's
knew what they were doing.
A lot of times they get them a little oversized, so every time you shot, the damn holes would swell up and bust.
Oof.
Hang in there. So some were done right, and those are great, whatever. Some weren't done so well.
Zach said he had a big feeling that it'd be a revolver that was your favorite.
And of course, it's no. Everybody knows anything about me knows, 1911 is my favorite handgun of all time. And I think the finest combat handgun ever been built was something built by Glock. That's one guy's opinion.
That's true.
But I was going to address a question. One thing I want to talk about a little bit. I was going to address a question that was brought up to me earlier. And it's actually one I get a lot.
Do tell.
So, and I find myself giving this explanation and making this case several times every week. But, of course, especially now with, the pistol brace thing, any kind of restrictions on that are dead. So, braces good to go, not an issue, have fun. Which of course brings the AR pistol kind of really back sharply in focus. But I get folks talk to me a lot about building, short barrels. Great, let's do some short barrel stuff. But they keep talking about, let's do a 7.5 5.56. I'm like, why? Why? It makes no sense.
And why is that?
Well, we all know that all gunpowder doesn't burn the same.
Correct.
And we know there's some powders over here that are pretty much pistol powders. There's powders that are pretty much rifle powders, powders that are pretty much shotgun powders, which may be closer to kin to the pistol powders. And even within those designations, there's burn rate, or how fast the powder burns. Generally, pistols use very, very fast burning powders. And as you move into in the rifle calibers, you see it get slower and slower and slower. As far as powder, the rate of burn. So when you start talking about 7.5 inches, and you're going to try to fire a 5.56 in it, and so you're going to burn from 25 to 32 grains, depending. on different powders, different things. You're going to put that in a 7.5-inch tube where it's meant to be fired from a 16 to 20 inch. You're just not going to get performance. You're going to have, there's going to be gas. I know people do it. We see them all. They're in here all the time. Can you fix this? Can you fix this, Mr. Frank? Can you fix this, Mr. Frank? Can you fix this? Yeah, put a barrel on it.
A longer barrel.
Yeah.
Ricky said, I have some 1911 mags Tom gave me he used in competition shooting.
I'm surprised he still got them. That's been a minute. So when we take that stuff and we try to put it in a 7.5-inch barrel and ask it to burn, well, it's just not going to. Okay, it's just not. You're not going to get enough powder burn to get this 55 to 77 grain bullet up to any kind of real velocity. Because let's face it, that 5.56 relies on velocity. It's a very small bullet, relatively lightweight, whether we're talking about 55s up to the 77s or even some of the 80s. Mm-hmm. Still a fairly lightweight bullet. And it relies on velocity. What?
Grant said that's what she said. Grant's, he's on a roll tonight.
You know, I was going to come up with some kind of joke about Grant burning gas, but we're just not even going to.
Roger Seller says, I've got a 5.56 AR with a 10.5-inch barrel, and it's obnoxious.
They are, but that still makes, that at 10.5, you're at the shortest point you need to be. If you're going to do 5.56, 10.5, 11.5, 12 on that short barrel, and I was going to get to that, is where it starts to pay off. But when we're down here on these 7.5, 8, 9-inch barrels, all you're doing is burning powder in the air, making a lot of noise, and pushing a little bitty bullet not very fast. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you, you're all showing no go. It's like you got a really nice Corvette out there with a 4-cylinder Mazda engine in it. Or a 3-cylinder Geo engine in it.
He said he's also got a 300 blackout with an 8-inch barrel, and it's fun to shoot.
8-inch is close, real close, nearly close enough. The blackout was developed on a 9.5-inch barrel.
Is that what mine is?
Yours is 10. The barrel, when J.D. Jones developed the original cartridge, the 300 Whisper, it was developed on a 9.5 to 10-inch barrel. So you're getting close there with 8. So especially shooting subsonic, you're getting something out of it. Plus with subsonic, when you're shooting a subsonic 300 blackouts, you're actually using a slower burning pistol powder rather than a rifle powder. So even a slow burning pistol powder is faster than what?
Grant said, LOL, see? Told you.
Somebody's tweak his gas system. I don't think he's getting enough gas from the gas point to the brain.
Kenny's got a question.
Okay.
Will 44 Special work in the Smith that shoots the 44 Russian?
No. No, it will not. Now, the other way would work. If you had a 44 Special, you could put a 44 Russian in it. The Russian's actually a 44 Special case that's trimmed back. It's a little shorter. Actually cut back some.
Nathan Smith, who would be interested in a gun club around Jackson and Humboldt that had 3-gun course, long range, skeet, and trap.
Well, I mean, I think we had something around here where it's close enough that we could use it.
That would be great.
Yeah, I mean, it would be. We'd be talking about a fairly large investment, but I would love it.
Yes, sir.
I would do what I could to support it.
Definitely.
So anyway, getting back to what we're talking about, we got these 7.5, 8-inch 5.56 barrels, and really, it's all show and no go. And yeah, that's really a pretty apt metaphor. If you've got, so you got a Ferrari Testarossa sitting out there, and you put the engine from a 3-cylinder Geo in it.
Ew.
That's about what you've done. Looks flashy, but won't get out of its own way.
A lot of people saying they would be interested in that.
Where what we're teaching people or talking to people about is when you go to these shorter platforms, if you're staying under that 10.5-inch barrel, especially if you try to stay down in that 7.5, 6.5, because you want to have a nice short barrel you can put your suppressor on, which, by the way, the other problem with 7.5, 5.56 is most suppressor companies won't warranty it.
Yep.
They'll tell you don't put it on there
Yep.
because you're just flame cutting everything. Is we're trying to direct people more towards doing the 9mm platform.
Kenny's got another question.
Okay.
He said, not a question, a statement. Got a 21-4 Thunder Ranch and 44 Special.
Yeah, you could shoot Russians in it. Why you'd want to, just because you could. I mean, you wouldn't have any recoil. But they cost as much or more than specials and aren't quite as easy to find. That cartridge also came up again with right around 1900 with the New Century, or what we know as the triple lock. And they did, what was it? Whatever that runs, very small run of guns for the Tsar.
He said, that triple lock I bought from Tom in 44 Special, I do shoot Russian in it.
But they made some of the earliest triple locks were chambered in Russian. And those are, what I have seen, those tend to bring a little more money.
Grant said, is there a 4.5? 4.5 what? You are correct, Zach. Always remember, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Grant?
Explain.
Yeah, because I'm out on 4.5, brother. Can't get there.
Nathan said, early stages of putting some people are discussing looking at some options. Obviously, like anything, numbers have to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But with all the schools also having teams, we need it.
Wholeheartedly agree. And you should call me tomorrow, Nathan, so we can talk off air. I know some folks that if you're not already talking to,
That you need to talk.
probably need to get them in the conversation. And some people can bring a lot to the table. But anyway, so what we try to do with the short barrels is we try to switch people over with 9mm. And then I always get the argument, if you're going to have a rifle, you might as well have a rifle caliber. You're right. But if you put a 7.5-inch barrel with 5.56, you still don't have a rifle.
Nope.
You got a flashbang. Where when we do it with a 9mm, let's say we go back and even put a 5-inch barrel on it. Where now we can put a 6-inch can on it and we're still nice and short. Running a K can. But when we put that 5 or 6 inch barrel on that 9mm, whoa, wait a minute, things just changed. Because it's going to burn every bit of powder in that case. It's going to take every bit of powder in that case and burn it up and push that bullet into its ideal velocities. So now we're asking the tool to do what the tool's designed to do. We're asking the bullet, when it gets on target, to do what it's designed to do. So we already start out from a 224 diameter bullet to a 355 diameter bullet. If you're lucky with the 5.56, you might get it going as fast as the 9mm does. Problem over here is you're completely dependent upon velocity that you're not achieving. So you're going to punch, if you hit something and you don't barbecue it, you get a little hole in and it stops inside most likely. I doubt it exits. It's just not got enough with it.
Yeah.
Over here, we're putting that bullet exactly where it wants to be to perform. We're putting it right in its window. So it's going to hit, and it's going to start doing whatever it is it's designed to do, which is going to be more effective. Plus, this is not going to be as loud. It's not going to have as big a flash. It's not going to have blast. It's not going to have concussion. And you can interchange bags with your handgun.
How awesome is that?
Which was a discussion we were having just before going on air tonight. And something I want to give you guys to think about. You know, are you after glitz and glamour with no substance, or do you want a tool that works?
I want a tool that works.
If you're going to run the 5.56 on a short barrel, which is great, you can do this. But keep it 10 and a half and up. They're finding out between about that 11 and a half, 12 inch is just about a perfect spot for it.
Right.
As you're coming back, it's hitting where you're getting good powder burn with today's ammo on the 12s. You're getting 77s up to speed. And good things start happening. But that's where you got to be for those good things to start happening, 10 and a half and up. So there's our lesson for tonight.
Hey, that's what, I told everybody to have their questions ready, and that's what they wanted to know. So,
let's go ahead and touch on this again. NFA stuff. Right now, our cans are holding out okay. We're going through a lot of cans. Cans are holding out okay, and and I think Stephanie's seen it too. The market was already stretched. It was trying to come back some, but it was already stretched. And it's stretching and stretching and stretching some more right now. I know a lot of, some people are like, oh my God, we got to do something because we got to keep sales going. Sales are going.
oh yeah.
I mean, people aren't stupid. They can figure out what's going to happen in January.
And unfortunately, we have already seen the start of prices on suppressors going up.
Yeah, we've seen that really today.
Yeah.
Come in and was looking at a couple of the wholesale sites and had some pretty significant price increases. And I know a lot of the free tax stamp promos
They end
ended today. Now, the nice thing about that, if we bought them and they're in our store, they're still attached to that can and you can still get it.
Right.
It's just not going to be available through the website.
Zach has a question. He says, I got a question. Is 40 caliber a dead round? And why would you ever choose it over a 10 millimeter?
It's 40 dead. Well, it's in hospice.
So it's not there yet.
Um,
It's on its last leg. Isn't it when law enforcement kind of switched over to
Well,
a different? And that's
just-
kind of is that when it started to go down?
well, here's the thing. 40,
Adrian said, "Q high interest layaway."
40 began and ended as a compromise. Okay? You know, we run back all the way to 1986. Got the Miami shootout, blah, blah, blah. You know, people that's been around, you know, that stimulated really the research and development into handgun ammunition and really studying handgun ammunition and really digging into it. You know, really prior to that time, only a few guys had done much with that, like Lee Jarvis and believe it or not, you know, see, the guys that had messed with it really prior to that, trying to get making handgun bullets perform and build bullets, purpose-driven bullets, would have been Lee Jarvis, Peter Pye Sr., and J.D. Jones. Would have been three of the leaders in that in the early days. And then we're going back like nearly the 60s, 70s.
Kenny said Smith's selling off all their 40 cal inventory cheap.
I don't doubt it. I mean, like I said, it's in hospice. But nobody wants to be sitting on dead inventory paying interest on money that's tied up in dead inventory.
Correct.
That's just how it is. And they're probably gonna dump them out in places like Palmetto State and the whorehouses online.
You are correct.
And basically put them down to nothing, which, by the way, will destroy any aftermarket, anything that you already own. Just flush that. You might as well flush the value down the toilet.
Yep.
Because that's where it's going. As soon as that hits. But 40 began and ended as a compromise. After '86, we did all the famous FBI tests and all this. Come out and said, okay, the perfect cartridge for stopping bad guys is the 10 millimeter. 180 grain bullet, 1,200 feet per second, does wonders, and it does. You know, and everybody knew this. Well, lots of people already knew this. The FBI just kind of validated it. Mm-hmm. And here was the problem. What?
Zach's making a joke.
Here's the problem. There were no 10 millimeter guns. Very few.
Very few.
You know, because the 10 was born in the same decade. It was actually born in the same decade, the 80s. And they started making them, and started the Bren, and the money run out, and they didn't get magazines made and all that fun stuff. And it was just kind of lingering around there. Just,
Grant said, huh? What about 357 SIG?
We can get over to that one next. The 10's just kind of lingering around there, but it got in the test, and it proved itself. So immediately, everybody started revamping 45 platform guns. Guns had traditionally been in 45 ACP. Big problem with that was they were built to be 45s, and 45 is a low pressure cartridge. A 10 millimeter is a very, very high pressure cartridge that spikes really quickly and really violently. But that's also why it does very well on short barrels, because it burns everything quick. But anyway, so you get that through there. Well, you had a contingency within law enforcement, that said it kicked too hard, or they couldn't hold on to it, or people that shouldn't have been there to begin with. And I'll just say it out. They can't control the damn gun, they can go to the house. Rather than do that, Smith & Wesson and who was it? Maybe Winchester. I can't remember who they partnered with. Federal, Winchester, one of them. They looked at it, and I mean, it was pretty damn evident. The cartridge had been around. At one time it was called the 41AE, another time it's called 10 millimeter centimeter. So they went, oh, okay. The FBI is now saying that they can't handle the 10 millimeter, so we're going to make a load just for them and call it the 10 millimeter FBI load. And we're going to load a 180 grain bullet to 980 feet a second. Okay. 41AE, 10 millimeter centimeter. We've seen this before. So basically, what the ammo company, what they did with the 40 is they chopped the case. Damn, they're in half.
Sissies.
Huh?
He's responding to a comment you said earlier. He said they're sissies.
Among other things.
Yes.
They chopped the case off where it'll fit in a 9 millimeter magazine. Pushed a 180 grain bullet, 980 feet a second. Opened the breech face a little bit. There's a 40.
Kyle Petty said they wanted that 38 special tickle.
Um,
Oh, goodness gracious. Grant said Joe Wright shoots a 25.
So anyway, so now we got the 40, and everybody's thinking it's the second coming.
It wasn't.
But it wasn't as bad as people made it.
Right.
I've
never shot a 40.
I shot a G23 for fucking
For a long time?
yes. And I still don't hate 40. I wouldn't be opposed to carrying one. But again, it was one of those compromise cartridges. It ain't a 45. It ain't a 10. It's just kind of lingering out there in the middle. Now, if you want a nice mid-sized bullet to run in a 9 millimeter size package, like on one of these little AR guns we're talking about, 40 would be a freaking great one. You get all kinds of performance off of that. But anyway, I guess ammo cost and everything else. I think that's more what it was than anything. They tried to say the 40 was failing in shootings and stuff. Its reputation wasn't that bad. It wasn't. More of it was poor. It was poor ammo choices that hurt the 40. But anyway, they could cut ammo costs, cut recoil, do all this, and go back to the 9.
Kyle said, I'm late. Did you mention the 45 gap?
No.
Chris Lawler said, back then, in that time, come the Special Kid 400 Corbon.
Yeah. But now that one was a little different. 400 Corbon was a little bit different. That was designed, of course, by Peter Pye. And all the load work, development, and all that was done by Peter Pye Jr. We were talking about that cartridge probably about 6 months ago. And yeah, it was a little bit more cartridge there than with the other. Shot really well from a compensated 1911. And you could make major with it. Hit that 165 power factor easy. But yeah, I mean, so the 40 was always a compromise. It was like the middle child.
The forgotten child.
Yeah.
Like
oh, damn.
Gen X.
We had you?
It's like the forgotten generation.
But if you look, really, if we look, every 25 25, 30 years or so, we do a circle. We do a circle. We had the 357 SIG popped in there for a while. I'm going to tell you, it and the 10 millimeter are probably the finest two cartridges ever made in semi-automatic pistols for law enforcement work. And that's from a 45 guy. But again, the problem is when you get a cartridge that's effective and it really performs, they're loud, they have a little recoil, and they're going to have some muzzle flash. It just happens when you start pushing bullets that fast out of handguns.
Right.
You know, just use, well, I mean, again, we talked about velocity and bullet weight and all that. And certain classes of people that seem to think they belong in law enforcement can't handle said guns. So you always end up with a compromise. Hell, 9mm has been a compromise forever. But it's the one everybody keeps going back to. You know, what's going to be next? Don't know. But give it a few years. There'll be another cycle.
Yep.
Is the 40 dead? The 40 will linger. It's not going to be completely gone. 45 gap, on the other hand, yeah, they're digging the grave. They've closed the coffin.
Grant said, "Stop knocking the 40, knock
I'm
the
not.
30 Super." You like your?
I do kind of like the 30 Super.
You do.
But it's another one of them. People are not going to, haven't realized it. Come out at a bad time. Timing was horrible with that cartridge. And for whatever reason, Federal was doing it. And Federal actually really freaking sucks at introducing new cartridges. They come up with good ideas. They execute them well.
But they're average.
But they can't
advertising?
get it. They just can't get the market to pick it up and carry it. Not like Hornady.
Hornady's good at that.
You know, had Hornady done the 30 Super carry, it would have been a whole different story. But do I think the 30 Super carry will survive? Probably not. It'll fade out.
Yeah, our section on that of ammo is like
You know,
little
is
stuff.
it a good cartridge? Yes, it's a good cartridge. Will it do what it was advertised to do? Yes, I believe it'll do what it was advertised to do. Is it lighter recoil? Yes, it's lighter recoil. Higher capacity? Yes, it's higher capacity. Is it accurate? Damn straight.
But I hear a but. Is there a but?
The marketing didn't catch. Or most people can't perceive enough difference between it and 9mm. So, again, just middle child syndrome. 45 gap, yeah, now you can color it, gone. Glock has finally admitted it. You know, they discontinued it. Hell, they may have been the only ones that ever made one. But yeah, you can color it, gone. That was another thing that should have never existed. That should have never existed. I remember that going on in Smyrna. Cartridge had nothing to offer. So no, that sucked.
Garth Fleener joined us.
Hey Garth,
We haven't seen you in a while.
no, been trying to send some folks your way
I have given out his card to many a people.
lately. I mean, it's like
Yes.
we're getting a lot of it lately.
Yes.
As soon as I pick my next new carry gun, small gun thingy, you're going to have to make me another holster.
I think I'm going to have to get Garth to make me one for my Walther. I
Yeah,
cannot find anything that I like that will work for
You're going
me.
to have to. Guys, we've enjoyed tonight Garth Fleener from Eagle Creek Gun Works over in Paris, Tennessee. May have met him here at the shop, different places. He is a master craftsman with leather.
That he is.
What do you know? It's the only leather I wear anymore. Has been for a good while. He and his wife Chari and their son Wyatt. Really good folks. Really good folks.
Grant says he still loves you.
I think Grant's been in the wobble water tonight.
You think?
Just a little. But anyway, guys, suppressor wait times are still looking good.
Still a lot of 2 and 3 days.
So if you're wanting to get in on that goodness before it gets gobbled up, come see us. Reckon we'll be here all weekend. I promise you a better show next week. Oh, I may not be here next week. We will see about next week.
May have to do a different day next week. Maybe.
I don't know. Hell, I might get somebody come sit in my spot. I may be through in time.
Maybe.
But, sorry if we're getting scatterbrained tonight. It happens sometimes, I think.
Roger Sellers, what do you think about the new M1 Garand fixing to come out?
I've heard some rumblings. I've seen some drawings, this, that, and the other. But that's about it. I really don't have an opinion.
Michael Holland said, sounds like the 40 cal is the 16 gauge of pistols, which means I probably need to get one because you know I love 16s.
That's a pretty apt. That's a really apt comparison. Really apt comparison. You know, if they're building a Grand and they're using Grand, and they're building a Grand, and they're using good metal and good machinist, there's no reason it shouldn't be fine. You know, they can go ahead and change that gas system cap so you can run regular ammo without cracking the op rod. And I don't see any reason the new Grand wouldn't be just fine. I hope there's a place in the market for it. I'm sure they can find there'll be a niche somewhere. I'd be interested.
He said $2,000.
It's not too terrible. That's not terrible.
No.
Not compared to what you see, on other stuff.
Right.
It's interesting. All right, guys. Well, I think it's that time. I'm getting hungry.
I am hungry.
That may be why I can't concentrate. I'm looking at just about an empty thing of animal crackers over there. It's not enough to get started on, so I think it's time to go find some food.
Yes.
Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody's going to be listening later. If you guys will, interact some, push some buttons, do something. If we put this over on YouTube, ring bells, whatever it is they want you to do there.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah, all that fun stuff. And as always, guys, God bless America, and God bless you.